Hey everyone, I am going to show you how to make a shaped card today using an SVG cut. So I'm going to go up to the top of the screen up here. I'm going to press the SVG file and it's going to open my SVG files, and I'm going to use this little dinosaur. He is from the Monsters file from Lettering Delights. So if you go to letteringdelights.com, under their SVGs, if you look for the Monsters file, this is where he is from. And he's obviously not a monster, he's a dinosaur, but most of the cuts in that file are monsters. Okay, so there's my little dinosaur, and I'm going to open him bigger. I'm actually going to go up here at the top of the screen, and I'm going to make him 4.25, so 4 1/4 wide, which makes him almost 5 inches tall, and he will fit. I know he'll fit perfectly in a A2 size card. Okay, so there he is. I'm going to highlight him and press copy. Then I'm going to highlight him again and press paste, or I'm sorry, right click. He's highlighted, I'm right clicking, which brings up my menu. Okay, so now I've pasted in place, so I have 2 dinosaurs. I'm going to put him up here, kind of out of the way. Now I've highlighted the second dinosaur, I'm right clicking, I'm going to go to Shape Magic, and then I'm going to go down to Blackout. Okay, and you see what it did? I can put them next to each other so you can compare. It took away the 2 spots and the 2 eyes. So now I actually have a blackout layer that I can put underneath my dinosaur. When I can cut both of them out, and now I can cut him out in green, and I can cut the layer out below it in black, and then he'll have black eyes and 2 little black spots on him. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to my dinosaur that's a blackout, and I'm going to highlight him again, Shape Magic, and I'm going to go down to Shadow Layer. That brings up this box to make a shadow around an object. And what you're going to do is up here on the right hand side you'll see the slide, and this slide, as you can tell, makes a shadow around the object. So you just need to figure out how thick you want your shadow to be, and I'm going to let mine be at 16, and I'm going to press the accept button, and now the shadow and the original object are back on my mat. So now I'm going to take my original object that I put the shadow around, and I'm going to put him back up here with the original dinosaur, because I'm going to cut those later. And I'm going to take my shadow layer, and I'm going to highlight it again, right click, copy, right click, paste in place. So now I have two shadow layers, and what I want to do is I want to weld them right here. At this point is where I want to weld them together to make my card. So I need to right click, Shape Magic, and I want to mirror the dinosaur. Why do I want to mirror the dinosaur? Well, because when I go to put the fold in right here and I fold the card in on itself, the dinosaur needs to be going in the same direction. And if I left it in the same position, it wouldn't be going in the same direction. So the dinosaur needs to have the opposite side, needs to be a mirror image. Okay, and now this part is not very technical. There's probably a more accurate way to do this, but this is just how I do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that my left side of the left line on the cut here and the bottom line here line up on the grid mat perfectly. So the bottom, I'm going to line it up with the 12-inch mark, and this line right here is lining up with the 1-inch mark. The left line is on the 1-inch, the bottom line is on the 12-inch. And now I'm going to make sure that the bottom of this dinosaur is also lined up with the 12-inch mark. And then I'm going to slide him over, and that's just so that when I fold him in half, he actually fits together. If you're not careful about and you get it off a little bit, even a little bit like that, when you fold it in half, it's not going to match up. It's going to be too tall at this side and too short at this side. So we need to make sure that our lines along the bottom match up perfectly. So I'm right at the 12-inch mark. I've overlapped a little bit too much there. Let me zoom in and show you. I really don't want to overlap that much. That's a little bit too much. So I'm going to back it up a little bit. Just barely touching. Just like that. Okay, now I'm going to highlight both of them. Hold on, I'll zoom back out. Now I'm highlighting both of them. Now they're both highlighted. I'm going to right click, up to Shape Magic again, and down to Weld. And there you go. The card is welded together. That's going to be my card. So now I'll cut this out, and then I'll score it from here to here, and I'll fold it in half, and that will be my card. So I'll show you once you cut your dinosaur out. Your dinosaur will fit right on top of your card, just like that. So anyway, if you have any questions, you can leave them below, and I think that's about it. And I'll have pictures. I did make a card, and I'll have pictures of that on my blog. If you want to click the link below and go to my blog, you can see the pictures of the dino card. Okay? Thanks for watching. Bye.